right, so everyone's buzzing about K-beauties, right? What's the deal with this global obsession? We've got articles, market research, industry reports, the whole shebang, ready to dive deep and figure out what's fueled this whole skincare revolution.
You know, what gets me is K-Duty. It's not just about slapping on some cream.
Yeah.
We're going to uncover how it's tied up with big cultural shifts, marketing genius, and some seriously impressive innovation.
Yeah, for sure. It's way more than just a passing trend, right? We're going to explore why it's resonated so deeply with people all over the world. But first, let's break it down. This whole glass skin ideal, what is it about that look that's just captivated everybody?
Well, picture this. It's like a total departure from the whole Western idea of covering up every little imperfection. K-Beauty, it's all about prioritizing a luminous, dewy complexion, and you get there through seriously meticulous skincare. It's about that healthy radiance, it's coming from within.
Oh, I see. So it's almost like skincare is the makeup, in a sense.
You got it. And that just fits right in with this global shift towards minimalism and a more natural approach to beauty. It's less about concealing and way more about revealing healthy skin.
You know, I keep hearing about this crazy 10-step Korean skincare routine, and I gotta be honest, it's a little intimidating. What's the philosophy behind all those layers?
It's not just piling it on. Think of it as a carefully orchestrated approach. It's rooted in traditional Korean medicine. Every step builds on the one before it, creating a synergy that just enhances absorption and efficacy. Like, for instance, the essence. That's like the cornerstone of the whole routine. It primes your skin to better absorb the serum and moisturizer that come after.
Ah, that's interesting. So it's like what, a carefully choreographed dance, but for your skin.
Exactly. And that whole ritualistic aspect of it, that's a big part of what people find so appealing. Self-care, but elevated to an art form.
Okay, let's get into the marketing magic here. What have these K-beauty brands done that's made them stand out, set them apart from the crowd?
They've been crazy good at using social media to their advantage. Just take a look at the hashtag #KBeauty hashtag on Instagram. Millions of posts, all showcasing real people, their actual routines, and real results. It's user-generated content at its absolute finest.
Right, so it's not about celebrity endorsements. It's more like everyday people sharing their love for these products.
Yes, and that authenticity, it resonates. Then you've got YouTube, where beauty gurus are providing in-depth tutorials, breaking down those multi-step routines so they're not so mysterious, building trust through personal experience. It's like having a friend walk you through it.
Oh, for sure. And then there's TikTok, where trends, they just explode overnight, right? How has K-beauty, harnessed that power?
Oh, it's perfect for them. TikTok's short videos and viral nature make it the perfect platform for showing off innovative products and techniques. Trends like moisture sandwiching or slugging, they've gone totally viral, introducing K-beauty to a younger, more digitally savvy audience.
Speaking of those unique techniques, some of the ingredients K-beauty uses are, well, a bit unusual. Snail mucin, for one. How did that become a mainstream ingredient?
It shows how willing they are to embrace things that might seem kind of unconventional, but they actually deliver results. Snail mucin, while it might be on-putting to some people at first, it's a powerhouse for hydration and regeneration.
So they're not afraid to go against the grain, challenge the norms of the beauty world.
Absolutely. And they've been really smart about positioning these unique ingredients as a way to stand out, creating a sense of intrigue and excitement around their products.
I've also noticed that K-beauty products, they always have the cutest packaging. Is that just a happy accident, or is there a strategy behind it?
Oh, it's totally strategic. They get the power of visual appeal, especially in a world that's so driven by social media. That cute panda sheet mask or that sleek minimalist bottle, it's not just packaging, it's part of the whole brand experience, and it's a marketing tool in itself.
So it's like they've tapped into this, human desire to share beautiful things, and they've turned their customers into brand ambassadors.
You got it. It's a brilliant strategy that's helped fuel their global success. Now, beyond the marketing and the adorable packaging, what really fascinates me is how K-beauty manages to blend natural ingredients and cutting-edge technology so seamlessly.
Let's talk about that. I'm dying to know more about the science behind that glow.
Well, they've mastered techniques like fermentation, which, boosts the bioavailability of nutrients, making them easier for your skin to absorb. Think about products like Misha's Time Revolution Essence. It uses fermented ingredients to create that coveted radiant complexion.
Ah, so they're taking these age-old practices and
Yeah.
elevating them using modern science.
You got it. And then there's things like microencapsulation, which protects those active ingredients and allows for controlled release. This maximizes their effectiveness. A great example is Lanesia's water sleeping mask. Those hydrating ingredients work their magic all night long thanks to this tech.
I've been reading about Korean brands using AI and data to create like super personalized skincare solutions. Is that the future of K-beauty?
It's definitely a game changer. Imagine getting product recommendations that are specifically tailored to your skin concerns, all thanks to data analysis. It's like having your own personal skincare consultant in your pocket.
Wow, that is incredible. It seems like they're always pushing the boundaries of what's possible in skincare, always at the forefront of innovation.
And they're not just about high-tech solutions. They're amazing at using the power of natural ingredients. Stuff like green tea, rice water, ginseng, even volcanic ash, each one chosen for its specific skin benefits.
It's like they've cracked the code of nature's pharmacy, combining traditional wisdom with modern science. So with all this innovation, I'm curious to hear about the brands, like the specific brands that have been leading this K-beauty revolution.
Well, you've got some major players like Lineage. They're all about hydration. Innisfree, they champion eco-friendly practices and ingredients from Jeju Island. And Swasu, that's a luxury brand that incorporates traditional Korean herbal medicine, or hanbang, for an anti-aging approach.
Hanbang. That's a new one for me. Can you tell me a little more about it?
It's a holistic system of medicine. It's been practiced in Korea for centuries. It uses herbs and natural ingredients to promote balance and well-being. So Wasu has cleverly incorporated this whole philosophy into their skincare line, appealing to people who are looking for a more traditional approach.
That's fascinating. Seems like they've managed to capture different parts of the market from budget-friendly to high-end, all while staying true to this core principle of blending tradition and innovation.
Exactly. And they've done such a great job of making K-beauty accessible to people all over the world. Partnering with major retailers like Sephora, Ulta, and Amazon, that's been key to their international success.
It's not just about having amazing products, it's also about smart distribution, making sure those products are available to consumers globally. They've really created a global phenomenon.
Absolutely. And what I find really impressive is that it's not just a fad, it's a cultural shift that's completely changed the beauty landscape.
I'm excited to dig deeper into these specific brands and products that have been driving this whole movement.
That's exactly what we're going to do in the next segment. We'll break down their marketing strategies, what makes them unique, and how they stand out in a crowded market.
I can't wait. This deep dive is already shaping up to be a fascinating look into the world of K-beauty.
Stay tuned as we continue to uncover the secrets behind this global beauty revolution.
Welcome back. So last time we kind of set the stage right, talking about K-beauty's philosophy and their marketing genius.
Yeah, now we're going to spotlight some of the brands that have turned that philosophy into a global phenomenon.
All right, so first up, Laneige. Their water sleeping mask, it feels like it's on everybody's nightstand these days. What's their secret? What's the magic formula?
It's more than just a good product.
Yeah.
They've really embraced this K-beauty focus on intense hydration. It's not just about quenching thirsty skin. It's about that dewy, almost see-through complexion.
Oh, I see. So they basically bottled the whole glass skin idea.
You got it. And they've cleverly taken that hydration focus and applied it across their whole line, from serums and essences to, get this, a lip sleeping mask.
Yeah.
They've created this whole ecosystem of products that play into this desire for dewy, luminous skin.
That's a smart. Speaking of tapping into what people want, Innisfree has really nailed the whole eco-conscious market. What's their strategy there?
They've really captured the natural beauty trend. Lots of their products have ingredients sourced from Jeju Island. It's a volcanic island off the coast of Korea, known for its pristine environment and unique botanicals.
So it's not just about what's in the product, it's also about the story behind it, where it comes from, how it's made.
Exactly. Consumers, they're becoming way more discerning, and brands like Innisfree are on top of that, prioritizing sustainability, transparency. It's a smart move considering how much demand there is for ethical beauty products now.
All right, let's switch gears a bit. Talk about something a little more luxurious. Let's talk about Swasu. They seem to have taken K-beauty and made it even more, I don't know, sophisticated.
Yeah, they've really elevated it. They've taken this idea of hanbang, traditional Korean herbal medicine, and they've woven it into their skincare line. Their products are known for their luxurious textures, these sophisticated scents, and their focus on anti-aging benefits.
You mentioned earlier that hanbang has been practiced for centuries in Korea.
Yeah.
What makes it so special, and how does Swaso actually use it in their products?
Hanbang. It's all about a holistic approach. using natural ingredients to bring the body back into balance, create harmony. Sulwhasoo is very careful about the herbs and botanicals they choose. Stuff like ginseng, licorice root, or reishi mushroom, all known for their medicinal properties.
Mhm.
They work them into their formulas to target specific skin concerns.
So it's like they're taking this ancient wisdom and bringing it into the modern skincare routine.
Exactly. And that really speaks to consumers who are looking for a more, I guess you could say, mindful and holistic approach to beauty.
Hmm.
And their packaging, it's gorgeous, often with intricate designs inspired by Korean art and tradition. It elevates the whole thing.
It sounds like they've really thought of everything. So for those of us battling breakouts, Cosrx seems to be the brand to turn to. What's their whole philosophy?
Simple but effective formulas.
Mm.
That's their thing. They focus on gentle ingredients, stuff that won't irritate sensitive skin. Their pimple patches, those have become a cult favorite. People swear by them. They can shrink zits super fast.
Mhm. And what's interesting about Cosrx is that they've managed to take snail mucin, an ingredient that, at first glance might seem kind of gross, and make it a bestseller.
Yeah, it shows how good they are at educating consumers, showing them the real benefits of an ingredient, even one that might seem a little out there at first. Their snail mucin essence is a great example. It's super hydrating, soothing, and people are raving about how it improves skin texture, reduces redness.
It's like K-beauty brands have this knack for taking those weird ingredients and making them mainstream skincare must-have.
Yeah, they aren't afraid to push the boundaries, challenge those conventional beauty norms, and that's paid off for them. Now, we can't forget Dr. Jart plus Cera,
Mm.
one of the pioneers in bringing K-beauty to the West.
Oh, right. Their ceramidin cream, it's a lifesaver for my dry skin. What makes them stand out?
They've always been on the cutting edge, known for their science-backed formulas and focus on repairing the skin barrier. Like their ceramidin line, that's been a game changer for people with dry, sensitive skin. It helps replenish and strengthen the skin's natural protective barrier.
And their Cicapair line, that's gotten super popular too. What's the deal with that?
They were early adopters of Cica, or tiger grass. It's this medicinal herb known for its soothing and healing properties. Their Cicapair products have become go-tos for people who want to reduce redness, inflammation, irritation. It's another example of K-beauty brands being ahead of the curve, finding and then popularizing ingredients that address specific skin problems.
It's really cool how each of these brands is so different, but they all seem to share these common threads. They all prioritize innovation, they're all about natural ingredients, and they really get their target audience.
You've hit it right on the head. It's not just about making products, it's about creating a whole experience, building a community, connecting with consumers in a more meaningful way.
And they're so good at using social media to amplify that connection. Their marketing, it's playful, it's visually engaging, it's influencer driven. They've made skincare fun and aspirational.
For sure. They get the power of storytelling. They're not just selling products, they're selling a lifestyle, a philosophy, a whole vision of beauty that really resonates with people all over the world.
K-beauty is definitely here to stay, but the beauty world, it's constantly changing. What trends are you seeing? What's coming up on the horizon?
One trend that's getting bigger and bigger is this idea of cloud skin. Think of it like glass skin, but softer, more diffused. Imagine a complexion that's luminous, but with this subtle matte finish, like a soft, ethereal glow.
Oh, that's interesting. It sounds like a more natural, wearable spin on the whole glass skin trend. What else are you seeing?
This focus on the skin's microbiome, that's becoming increasingly important. We're seeing tons of prebiotic and probiotic skincare products popping up. They all aim to balance and strengthen the skin's natural barrier.
So it's not just about what we put on our skin, but also about taking care of the tiny ecosystem that already exists there.
Exactly. A healthy microbiome, that's crucial for healthy skin. And K-beauty brands, they're leading the charge in developing products that support that balance. Oh, and then there's moisture sandwiching, a technique that totally blew up on TikTok.
I saw that. It looks like it involves a few steps. Can you break it down for us?
Okay, basically it's all about layering hydrating products
Yeah.
to really lock in moisture. You start with a hydrating toner or essence, then you go in with a hyaluronic acid serum, and then you seal it all in with a heavier moisturizer or a facial oil.
So it's like building a protective barrier on your skin to keep all that moisture in.
Exactly. And it's a great example of how a lot of these K-beauty trends come about. It's through people experimenting, trying new things, and then sharing their discoveries online. And the brands are paying attention.
It's like this collaborative thing. Beauty routines evolving, and it's driven by both the brands and the people who use the products.
Precisely. And that's what makes K-Beauty so dynamic, so exciting. It's not just a one-way street. It's this ongoing conversation between brands and their audience.
This whole exploration of these different brands has been so eye-opening. It's amazing to see how they've each found their own place in the K-beauty world, but they all stay true to those core principles, right? The innovation, the natural ingredients that focus on the customer.
You got it. Now, in our last segment, let's zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture. What can other industries learn from the success of K-beauty? And what does the future hold for this global beauty powerhouse?
Stay with us as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of K-beauty. All right, so welcome back to the deep dive. We've been talking all about K-beauty, the philosophy behind it, the products and the brands that have made it, such a global phenomenon.
Right. Now let's kind of like zoom out and think about the bigger picture.
Mhm.
What can other industries learn from how successful K-beauty has been?
That's a good question. It feels like K-beauty tapped into something like much deeper than just skincare. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So what's the
yeah.
secret? What's that special something?
One of the biggest takeaways, I think, is they really understood how culture was shifting. K-beauty, they didn't just make products, they created this whole movement. They recognized that people were increasingly interested in natural beauty, self-care, and this more holistic approach to taking care of their skin. And they responded to that, like, brilliantly.
So they were like in tune with the times, with what people were looking for, maybe even before people fully realized it themselves.
Exactly. It's about understanding that consumers, they want more than just a product. They're looking for experiences, a sense of belonging, a way to connect with something. And K-beauty brands, they nailed that. They built these communities around their products.
Another thing that's really stood out to me is their constant innovation. It's like they're always one step ahead, coming out with new ingredients, new technologies, new trends, always keeping the industry on its toes.
It shows how willing they are to, take chances, to experiment, to constantly push the limits of what skincare can be. They're not scared to challenge the way things have always been done and introduce something totally new to the market.
And they do it with such flair. Their packaging, their marketing campaigns, even the names they come up with for their products, it all feels so fresh, so playful.
They're masters of branding, creating a distinct look and feel for their brands, something visually appealing and emotionally resonant.
Mm.
It's not just about slapping a label on a bottle. It's about crafting a whole story, a lifestyle, something people aspire to.
So it's like this combination of being aware of the cultural landscape, constantly innovating, and then having this knack for storytelling. That's the recipe for their success, right?
You nailed it. And I think there's a real lesson there for every industry. It's not enough to just make a great product. You have to understand your audience, know what they need, and connect with them on an emotional level.
So looking ahead, what do you see for the future of K-beauty? Where do things go from here?
I think personalization and customization, that's going to be huge.
Huh.
Imagine skincare solutions powered by AI that can, like, analyze your skin, pinpoint its exact needs, and then recommend products tailored just for you.
Oh, that's interesting, like having a personal skincare expert right in your pocket.
Exactly. And sustainability, that's going to continue to be a major force. Consumers are more aware than ever of the environmental impact of, well, everything, and that includes their beauty products. K-beauty brands are getting ahead of that by prioritizing eco-friendly practices, using natural ingredients, and sourcing their materials ethically.
So it's about beauty that's good for you and good for the planet, too.
Absolutely. And I think we can definitely expect to see even more, like revolutionary breakthroughs, new biotechnologies, groundbreaking ingredients, even those smart beauty devices that bring those professional-level treatments right into our homes.
Wow, sounds like the beauty revolution is far from over.
Oh, it's just getting started. It
Mm.
really speaks to the power of creativity, innovation, and having that deep understanding of what consumers really want.
As we wrap up our deep dive into the world of K-beauty, I'm feeling, I don't know, inspired and a little bit in awe, too.
Yeah, it's a reminder that success comes from being in tune with what's going on culturally, being willing to push the boundaries, and having a real passion for creating products and experiences that make people feel good.
So, yeah, whether you're a total skincare fanatic, a business leader, or just someone who loves a good success story, I hope this deep dive gave you some things to think about.
Maybe it's even sparked an interest in trying a new K-beauty product, thinking outside the box in your own work, or just appreciating the power of, a good face mask.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the amazing world of K-beauty. Until next time, stay curious and stay radiant.